Hello crew, how are we today? Hope you are doing really well. We are talking about, what are we talking about today? What am I talking about today? Point in case, burnout. That's what we are talking about today. And I guess I'm going to be sort of raw and real with you with this Facebook Live about where I'm at with all the different things that I do and, you know, what's going on in my world. And, you know, let's just talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Oh, my backup phone's flat. It's all happening today. Hence my topic today. Can anybody relate to being so stupidly busy that you sort of, your head's spinning, you don't know where you're just everywhere at all times. Facebook, please don't not let me see comments today because my phone's flat. I've been busy. I haven't charged up my spare phone. What is it with Facebook and comments? You're on live, guys, aren't you? Okay. All right, Facebook, you win today. My backup phone is flat. I can't see anybody's comments. Are there likes and loves there? Can you give me some likes and loves and I'll see if I can play the head guessing game. I'm getting pretty good at this. Sherry's on live. So if I know your profile pic, give me some love. I can see Sherry's on. Who else can I pick? Because your little heads pop up. And if I know your profile pic, there's Julie. I can see Julie's on. Who else's head can I pick? Oh, Sean, that's your old profile pic, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's your head, Sean. But that looks like your old profile picture. Oh, there's Sal's head. This is hilarious. Oh, we've got a no head. That was just a grey sort of picture. That's ridiculous. Facebook, what are you doing to me? And now there's that many. I can't. Oh, Anna's on. Oh, I've had such a busy morning, hence the topic. I haven't charged up my backup phone, so I can't see comments. So thank you for all your likes and loves, guys. Still say hello to me. I'll say hello to you later when I can get back to this video and get to the comments. But I do want to talk about today... it seems like more videos than not. Facebook does not want to show me your comments. So I'm sorry I can't interact with you today or see your comments, and my backup phone's flat because I've been too busy this morning. So we'll just roll with it, guys, hey? So what I want to talk to you about is, are any of you so crazy busy like I am? I know I'm not the only one. But I've got to the stage that there's warning signs. You know, and I'm fortunate in that I love, you know, majority of things that I do. So I just keep going. Just keep going and keep pushing on. I love turning up live, and I love going live in my groups, which I just went in one before, and I'm going live in my other group straight after this. Then I've got the live Zoom call with my branding group. I've been on coaching calls this morning. I've been on lots of messages with people, you know, in my network marketing team this morning. Like there's just a million things going on. Who feels like that? Do you feel like life is out of control sometimes? I know I'm not the only one, so be honest with me here. I got way too much going on at the moment. So I've come to the conclusion that's just me. Luckily, I'm very passionate about, you know, majority of things that I do, which I said before. So it sort of keeps me going and it keeps me driven. And there is not one morning that I ever wake up and go, I just can't face the day. I love, you know, I'm onto it as soon as I sort of get up in the day and, you know, messages and going live and doing whatever I need to do. But do we not need to be a little bit careful about how much we take on and sort of warning signs? I hate not being able to see your comments. Is there anyone on live? Well, just give me some likes and loves. That's all I can see. Is there anyone on live or watching the replay that just sometimes you just feel like you're doing too much? Like, how do you guys cope with that? I'd be really interested in your tips because I've been looking at, okay, Helen, you need to slow down. You need to take better care of yourself. You need to get more sleep. You need to sort of reassess, and you need to have sort of time out. So I've been researching some stuff and putting some stuff into place, and I really wanted to share it with you because I know there are a lot of people out there like me that, especially if you're in the entrepreneurial world, we work like, what's a polite way of saying that? We work really, really hard. As entrepreneurs, particularly to get something off the ground, to grow something. It may not be financially rewarding in the beginning, but there's a hell of a lot of effort that goes into sort of building something, and you're grinding away and you're slogging away and you're doing all this work, and there may not be, that much benefit in the beginning. And you're thinking, why do I bother? I'm so tired. Like all this stuff sort of runs through our head. So I think it's really important. And I'm living and breathing this at the moment because I'm quite creative, and I just keep doing extra things like video challenges and all that. And that's on top of all the stuff that I already do. But I love it. I really do love it. So that's my saving grace, I guess. But still, amongst all of that, if you're not careful in getting enough sleep and looking after yourself properly and all that kind of stuff, then it can suddenly there might not be you to show up for everybody, or me, I don't want to get really sick or anything like that, because then I can't show up for everybody. So I think it's really important to reassess sometimes. If you're really, really busy but you're heading for a bit of a burnout, what do you do about it? So I want to share some tips with you today, because even if there's one person listening here that feels similar to what I do at the moment, in that you're growing this and you're doing that, and you want to be here and you want to be there and you want to help this person, and you got all these messages and you don't want to let anybody down, so you're here, there and everywhere, but you're sacrificing yourself. Particularly parents, those of us that have children, you always want to prioritize them over you, fair enough. But if we don't look after us, then what kind of parent can we be to our little people when the big people are not functioning properly? Does that make sense? I wish I could see comments coming up. So I just want to share with you some of the things that we should all be doing. Hopefully you're doing some of these, but I'm going to be more mindful of. If you are not familiar with me, please put the word new down below. Not that I can see comments at the moment, but when I, catch the comments after, put the word new down below so I can give you a special shout out. My name is Helen Martin. I am your online crew captain. So we have the most awesome, there's Tammy's head. Hello, Tammy. I can't see comments again, Tammy, but I picked your head. We have the most awesome online crew community here. So we represent home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers, direct sellers, those in MLM, all, small business like that. And we're all trying to leverage, social media to build our business online. So when your business is doing really well and everything's ticking along, you can run your business from anywhere, from like a mobile phone. And then we can all get on the SS Martin here. Who's coming with me? Who's jumping on the SS Martin in 2020? This is our goal, that you can learn to leverage social media to the point where your business is cranking, you can run it from anywhere, and we can all go and meet and have a fabulous holiday together. Who is with me? Not that I can see your comments at the moment, but let me know so I can go and comment after. So that's what we're here for. If you, we've got the palm tree emoji as a mascot for this page, so drop down the palm tree. And if you are in my free Facebook community, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, then put the fishy emoji down below if you're in there. If you are not in that group, that free group, you want to be. I am going live over in that group, that free group, straight after this live to announce something special just for the people in that group. And this is going to be pretty cool for you to utilize in your business, what I'm going to announce over there. The people in my online crew coaching community have already had the heads up. I just went live in there to tell them all about it. So after this live, I'm going over there in the free group to announce what that is. So if you want to get more interaction and engagement on your posts on social media, then you want to join that group if you're not already in there. Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. I'm not sure if there's anybody on live at the moment that can drop the link to that group over there that's already in there. Share the link in the comments section below. That would be pretty cool for the people that are on this live to just go in there, get access completely free. So I share social media tips over there if there's things going on, like updates that I hear, what's happening on Facebook and in social media, and the blackout and last week and what was happening and what I recommended you do. Like, that's the kind of stuff I share over there. So feel free to go over there into that group and join me live over there after this live to hear the announcement, okay? And those of you in my online crew coaching community, put the cruise ship down below. These are my special crew members where we do 2 boot camps a month, and where I'm teaching all sorts of different things like branding and content creation and blending your business on social media. The week before we did a profile overhaul, and this week we're doing a networking boot camp. So if you want to learn how to network on social media, so if you're not doing Facebook advertising to reach people and you're just using your fingers to network with people, so you want to network with more people on social media, then you need to be in this boot camp. And I'm giving free access to anybody and everybody for the month of March into my coaching community. And if you don't want to stay in there after the end of the March, that's totally your call. You can leave the group. If you want to get access to that, it's called Mad March. If you want to get access to my coaching community for free in March and join us for the networking bootcamp this week, that's starting tomorrow after my normal Facebook Live, then go to my website, which is www.helenmartinonline.com. www.helenmartinonline.com. If somebody could type that in the comments section below, not that I can see anybody typing anything, but if anybody could put that in the comments section below, that would be awesome as well. I've got a link that says, free access in March on the front page of my website. So you can just click through and get access to the group there. So let's get back to what I'm talking about and what I'm going to try to implement for myself. And I would recommend when you guys get to the stage where you just feel burnt out, and I guess I'll be I share a little bit more with you. Over the weekend, I was very teary. Not because I'm unhappy or anything like that, just exhausted. So even last Friday, I went live from my kids' sports day. And at the end of the sports day, and I feel privileged that I'm in a position that I can, I went live from sports day. So I still did what I needed to do, but I'm able to be there. Like, I'm not stuck in a job where I can't attend the kids' sports day. But at the end of the day, like, big day and lots going on. And I'd been up the night before at 2:30 in the morning to deliver a training at 3:30 in the morning to a community overseas. And, not enough sleep. And, when you're just hanging in there, and somebody looks at you and says, "Are you okay?" That's the one thing that just go, ooh. So somebody did that to me and I said, I'm fine. And they're like, "No, you're not." And it's like, "No, I am. I'm fine." And then I just burst into tears and it's just like, I'm just tired. And then all weekend, I'm not going to explain my weekend to you, but we had a full-on weekend and I'm trying to do lots of work in between, and then we had the kids' tennis on Sunday, all sorts of things going on, and just exhausted. So I was very teary on the weekend, and it was sort of like, Helen, I know you're trying to do lots of different things at the moment, but unless I look after myself, then who am I to anybody else? Or what kind of mentor am I to other people if I'm burning out myself? So I've got to be mindful of that. It's like, I can't teach people certain things if I'm doing the opposite. And I coach students about this kind of stuff. It's like, I can't give the advice if I'm not listening to my own voice. So here's what we're going to try and do, or here's the recommendations that I've researched. And if any of you get, a little bit of value out of this, that's awesome. So, hey, Rob, I can see your picture. I can't see any comments, but I can see your head. So hello, Rob. So number 1, I'm just going to read through these quickly. There's 11 of them. Number 1, we must unplug. Social media is shocking because it's on our phones. It's attached to our hips. It's particularly when you do all the things that I do on social media. Everything's online. My message bank, my messenger goes nuts, and I can have like 5 different people that I'm talking to all at once, like on Messenger. And then we've got the video challenge going on. I'm trying to watch as many videos as I can, and then it's just crazy stuff. So we need to unplug. Put the phone down. My arm's not going to break off. Put the phone down at certain times, or when I'm having dinner with the family. Put the phone away from the kitchen, perhaps. We've all got to unplug from this world of social media. Yes, it's brilliant. Yes, it enables connect with people all around the world. Like, it's amazing. We've created this amazing community here through social media, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But everyone, all of us at some stage need to put the phone down and have a breather. Do you not agree, guys? Can't see your comments, but if you agree, put the word agree down below. Number 2. Interesting. Number 2 was forget balance, go for harmony. So what that means is everyone says, oh, go for work-life balance, go for work-life balance. If you hate your work, there's no balance. Does that make sense? So harmony is having an enjoyment in what you do. What keeps me going and what keeps pushing me and driving me is I love what I do. So I have harmony in what I do, even though I might be exhausted. Does that make sense? So go for harmony, not work-life balance. Like, when you're really enjoying what you're doing, it's not really work. Does that make sense, guys? So number 2 is, if you complete at burnout, do you actually not enjoy what you do to get to the burnout? Then something majorly has got to change. Me, it's just a amount of cutting back a little bit, maybe not taking on so much, or just, really being even more smarter with my time than I already am. Those kind of things. But it's about harmony in what you're doing and enjoying what you're doing, because there's no real thing such. Another one for the dictionary, Sean. No such real thing as work-life balance, because hopefully whatever you're doing for work, you enjoy anyway, that it's not just seen as, as something you have to do. Okay? Number 3, know your breaking point. So know where you're at. That was a reality check for me on the weekend. Very teary most of the weekend, just because I'm exhausted. So it's like, okay, Helen, there's a bit of a warning sign. Okay, so know your own body and where you're at and the reality check, and don't ignore it. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm just being real with you guys. I'm not going to sit here and, some of you think I'm Wonder Woman, and I'm not. I'm tired, and I get exhausted, and I know I'm doing too much. So, and I'm sharing this with you just to be real with you. I hope you appreciate that. I'm not complaining, guys. I'm really happy with what I do, and I'm not sick or anything like that, but we all have to be very mindful of how much we take on, because that can lead to, stress, which then leads to all sorts of, horrible things. Number 4, fill your day with joy. So this is really important. What makes you happy? If you go through your entire day doing everything for everyone else and that doesn't light you up, like you're not doing anything in your day that really lights you up or gives you a break or makes you smile, then, you're going to get to burnout, a lot quicker. Does that make sense, guys? We've got to do something in our day that brings us joy of some sort. For some people, that will just be music. For some people, that will be, it might be soothing music and meditation or something like that. But you've got to or talk to somebody that makes you laugh. Or if you're feeling down, reach out to somebody and go, I'm not feeling real flash. Can I just, chew your ear for a bit? And talk to somebody who lifts you up or lights you up. But we've got to do things in our day that, are joyful. Number 5, schedule in free time. I've got so much on my plate. I could go like so many hours without doing anything for me or giving myself a breather. I love Harley, my little puppy, because I will, between lives, if I've got time, I don't today, poor little thing, but I will go, and we've got 5 acres here. So I will walk him around, the house and the block a few times in between calls and strategy calls and stuff like that, just to break it up. We've got to break up, particularly if you look at screens a lot, like you're always on a screen or a computer or something like that. We've got to get away from it, from one. But we've got to schedule some free time as well, which is probably the biggest thing I need to do, is schedule some free time, even if that's for exercise. I used to exercise 6 days a week. You guys probably know that I teach at the gym once a week, but it's nothing compared to what I used to do. I used to be super, super, super fit. I'm not super fit anymore. And I feel it when I'm teaching my pump class. Pump class is all about weights. I've got lots of strength, but no kidding, I put on a lot of weight in the last 2 years because of this whole online thing. And it just consumes me. And I spend time, on the phone when I should be going, no, I need an hour out to exercise. I've got a full gym downstairs and I hardly use it. So that's my goal for me, is to schedule some time out just to get better. I don't have to get in the car to go there. I just have to get down there. So that's my goal for me. Hold me to it, guys. Check on me regarding that. Number 6, change your environment. So like I was just saying, like with Harley, taking him for a walk around, I've got to do that to get away from the screen. So, like today, I've been on Messenger most of the morning. Then I was on coaching calls, did a live in my coaching group. I'm live here now. I'm going to do a live straight in my social media group after this one. And then I'm going to get on the live Zoom call for the people in my branding course. I'm on the screen for hours. On end. It's not good for me. Today I can't really help it, but normally I'd try to have a little bit of a walk with Harley around fresh air. Don't take the phone with me. Just, we've got to break it up and change our environment sometimes. Number 7 is making sure you're getting lots of sleep. And if you're a napper, napping. I don't nap. It takes me a long time to fall asleep. So by the time I go for a nap, it's been too long that I need to get up again because I haven't fallen asleep yet. So some people are brilliant at it. And I admire those people that can just nap for 20 minutes and then they feel revitalized. It's not me. It doesn't work for me. But sleep is something that I need to be probably getting more of. And when you're sleep deprived, like the weekend, and that was off the back of me getting up at 2:30 in the morning and do my 3:30 training and then the sports day thing, and you just keep going. You get to a point where sleep deprivation makes everything a little bit harder. Do you agree? Those of you that are mums that have had, the baby thing, you know what I'm talking about with sleep deprivation. So we need to be really careful that, some of you can manage on very little sleep. Like I think Rob and Sean, you guys somehow manage on very little sleep. And I admire that. But most of us need, more sleep than probably what we're getting. So that's number 7. Number 8, work out. I know when I work out, I'm a better person. I know I'm happier. I know, when you exercise and the endorphins kick in and you just feel better. That's what exercise does for me anyway. It's just finding the time to do it, to feel the better afterwards. So number 8's working out. Number 9, live with mindfulness. So being mindful and being thoughtful and allowing yourself to calm down and doing things like whatever, you like to do. That might be meditation. It might be yoga. It might be going for a walk in nature. It might just be sitting quietly with some soft music or something, but just bringing some mindfulness or practicing gratitude, affirmations and things like that. That is something that I do twice a day, every day, before my head comes off the pillow and when my pillow hits the head. Another one, Sean. What am I trying to say? When I go to bed at night and before I get up in the morning, let's just put it that way. I'm always saying things that I'm grateful for and what I'm striving for. So there's 3 things at the moment that I'm striving for, and I'm saying them over and over and over again before my feet hit the floor in the morning. So before I actually get out of bed, and when I go to bed, I'm reiterating them. So I'm affirming what I'm working towards and what I'm working so hard, towards. So just being really mindful of what's important to you, but just bringing yourself back a little bit in that mindfulness to make sure you're switching off and calming down, because you can't run your life going, which is often what I do. So I need to bring in more of that myself. Number 10, find a hobby. So something completely different that you absolutely love doing. Some people it might be a sport. Some people it might be, making something, just anything like a hobby, something completely different that you get enjoyment out, that takes your brain somewhere else than what you're working on. So hobby is a really good thing to do to de-stress. And number 11, building a great team or a great community around you and people that support you, and work with people that support you. you, and work with people that uplift you, and surround yourself with people that make you a better version of you. Surround yourself with people that really care about your well-being, and you know that you do look after yourself, and that they're in your corner going, enough is enough. It's time to stop, which I had on the weekend. So it's really important to have people, you know, in your corner, that you are surrounding yourself with, that you're in a community of people that actually genuinely care about you, and that, you know, your well-being is more important than any kind of sort of business type thing, if that makes sense. So who we hang around with can make or break us. And there's a lot of people that jealousy is more important than support. And unfortunately, people are very quick to put people down rather than lift them up. So make sure you're around people that uplift you and support you, and, you know, give you great guidance and direction. And, you know, when you need a little bit of a slap around, that they're there in your corner going, hey, come on, you know, I care about you. So it's time to, you know, whatever. Do you know what I mean, guys? I really dislike Facebook that I can't see anyone's comments. So, you know, hopefully you're still on live with me interacting, and this has resonated, just one of those 11 things with just one of you out there. It's something that I need to keep reminding myself of. And, you know, I do take great gratitude in the community that we have with the people that I'm connecting with, you know, my coaching group, and I just love it. I love coming here live. I prefer to communicate with you, but Facebook doesn't let me do that sometimes. But do you know what I mean? So I've got that, and it keeps me going and driven. If I woke up every morning and it's like, do I really have to go live again? Do I really have to talk to those people in my coaching community again today? Like, if I woke up like that, then I've got major issues and I need to change career. But I don't wake up like that at all. So it keeps me driven. But there's got to be a point where the drive doesn't overcome the sacrifice of your health, your sleep, you know, all that kind of stuff. Do you know where I'm coming from, guys? Because I can't see comments. Just send me some likes and loves if that resonates with you guys at all. Have you been there before? Are you there now? Do you see that's the way you're headed? You know, I just think it's important that we talk about this kind of stuff. And for those of you that have not been live with me before, and you've got to this part of the video, you're still here with me, either live or on the replay. At the beginning of every week, I talk about something to do with personal development, mindset, personal growth, because that is everything. Like, if I burn out, who am I to anybody? Like, I can't turn up here, or my coaching community, or my network marketing team. Like, that's not worth it, is it? So we need to, you know, the personal growth and the personal development and managing all the aspects of our life and all the rest of it is key. Belief in yourself, all that kind of stuff, it's key to your success. You can learn skills about how to build your business online, and I can teach you that kind of stuff, and I can deliver that kind of stuff, but we are number one. We are number one, and we have to remember to prioritize ourselves in all of this. Do you agree? Put the word agree down below if you are with me. And then I talk about, so I'm here live 5 days a week, exactly the same time. So we talk about all sorts of online stuff for the rest of the week. And then at the end of the week, I will finish off with a social media tip of the week, which is usually something research-based to help you, you know, with all sorts of different things about building your business online. So, bang on. So I didn't even have time to put the clock on today. It's ironic that I'm just having the craziest, busiest day, and I'm talking about this topic today. Anyway, thank you for those of you that have been on with me live. I will catch your comments afterwards, maybe a little bit afterwards, because I've got to go live. I'm going live now in the social media group. So those of you in the social media strategies for home business owners group, I'll see you over there live in a couple of minutes, because I've got something to announce specially for you guys over there. You won't get access to it just from this page. You'll need to be in that group, and it's a free group. So you can get yourself in there and you can learn what that is. And for those of you that are in my coaching community or would like to be for free for the month of March, to join us on our networking bootcamp for the next 3 days, starting tomorrow after my live, then please go to my website, www.helenmartinonline.com. Find the graphic that talks about free access in March for my coaching community. Next to that is access to my 30-day Facebook Live video challenge. We've already started, but if you've got a fear of live video, please join us. It's never too late to get on the bandwagon to join us for the video challenge. So I hope there was something in today's live that resonated with some of you about, looking after yourself. Looking after yourself. Yes, we've got the big wide world and people and children and all sorts of things, businesses and whatever, but please look after you. Okay, so I will catch you same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow right here. Those of you in my social media strategies for home business owners group, I will see you there in a couple of minutes. Okay, bye.